In the quiet town of Wilder, Kentucky, stood a building that for decades was less famous for its music and more for its terrifying reputation as the most haunted nightclub in America. The legends said its foundations were laid in the 19th century, first as a slaughterhouse, then as a roadhouse known as the Brisbane. A history woven from rumor rather than record. In 1978, country singer Bobby Mackey bought the property, unaware that he was also purchasing a sprawling tapestry of ghost stories. Soon, stories emerged of a gateway to hell, hidden deep within the building's basement, and of a wall inside where water stains were said to have formed the agonized faces of the dead. The most prominent spirit was said to be Pearl Bryan, a young woman whose body was discovered 2.5 miles away in Fort Thomas in 1896. Yet, despite the legend's persistence, exhaustive research into property records and newspaper archives found no credible link between her death and this nightclub. Another tale spoke of a pregnant dancer named Johanna, who in the 1940s allegedly poisoned herself after a dressing room murder. These stories were collected and amplified in 2005 with the publication of Doug Hensley's book, Hell's Gate. Legend began to attract national attention, turning Bobby Mackey's into a must-visit location for television shows obsessed with the paranormal. In 1991, Bobby Mackey and his wife appeared on The Jerry Springer Show, bringing the club's folklore to a massive audience. Years later, the crew of Ghost Adventures investigated, their night vision cameras scanning the darkness for any sign of the supernatural. But journalists and historians remained skeptical. Science writer Sharon A. Hill described the legend as a tale that had simply accumulated details over more than 30 years. Reporter Ryan Clark of the Northern Kentucky Tribune took the club's $35 tour twice. He reported finding no evidence of paranormal activity. The Campbell County Historical and Genealogical Society was blunt, stating the Pearl Bryan story was heavily exploited and her ghost highly unlikely to haunt the club. Then, in March of 2024, came the announcement. The nightclub would be temporarily relocated to Florence, Kentucky. The original Wilder site was to be demolished. The club promised that the infamous portal to hell and the wall with the ghostly stains would be carefully moved to the new location. On December 10th, 2024, the demolition began. The building that housed so many stories was reduced to rubble, where a gateway to hell was once claimed to exist. Now, there was only a vacant lot. But a curious thing happened. The demolition of the building did not kill the legend. If anything, it had become untethered from reality, a ghost story that could now haunt the imagination freely. The tales persisted in books, on television, and in the minds of visitors, proving that a story can sometimes be more powerful than stone and mortar. The building is gone, but ask anyone who knows the name Bobby Mackey, and the story of the gateway to hell remains, waiting to be told again. What do you think? Did the legends of Bobby Mackey's hold a grain of truth, or was it all a haunting tale built on folklore? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, please like this video, subscribe to Black Pine Tales, and share it with a friend who loves a good mystery.